While this mighty course in New Jersey cooled Bryson DeChambeau's recent hot streak on Friday, it inspired the mullet man from Australia. Cam Smith has his sights set on victory here and top spot in the LIV Golf League. But the competition will be fierce. Charles Howell III is in second. The mighty four aces have bounced back to form, led by Dustin Johnson and Patrick Reed. And don't rule out a vintage weekend from Bubba Watson and Phil Mickelson.
Phil can make a few more putts today than he has been. This for birdie at his first hole, number 18.
Oh, yeah, rattles it in. That roar will tell its own story. Phil Mickelson, and he gets into 2 under par 3 back of Cam Smith.
Over at the fourth, Abe Answer has this to say of his par. Yeah, par the hard way.
Anirban Lahiri for birdie at 11.
Oh, that's a curly one.
Great start to the day for Anirban Lahiri. Elsewhere, Matt Jones, 6 over par yesterday, but his head is in the game for his team. This was for birdie at 14. So he is 1 under par today. Louis Oosthuizen, he wore the big hat, the dunce's cap yesterday for Stinger, but that's a great start for Louis. Birdie at 12. They are tied for the lead. I mentioned Matt Jones a moment ago. He birdied 14. This was his third shot into 15, and it was absolutely magnificent.
What a shot from DJ there at the fourth, but that was his third.
Sergio out at number 11. Just a brutally difficult hole. Almost not there. Birdie there for Sergio. Wind opposite today, so 11 won't play nearly as hard as it did yesterday, but still a tough hole.
Brandon Grace at the first hole, his second shot. Brandon Grace just seems to play well every week.
Carlos Ortiz playing with Phil Mickelson at 2 for birdie.
To the second green, and Phil Mickelson for birdie.
I love seeing Phil with this old blade putter he used for so many years. It just looks right.
Oh, look at Phil is 2 under through his opening 3 holes on Super Saturday. A tip of the hat to the crowd, and he trails Cam Smith by just 2 strokes.
Carlos Ortiz at 3.
There's Carlos Ortiz's caddy, Mike Kerr, was not feeling very well yesterday. And we send our best to Mike for a speedy recovery. And that's a great looking shot.
Yeah, it is.
Kevin Na for birdie at 1. Teed off at 5 yesterday, birdied 5, 8 and 11. And then bogeyed 17, 18 and 1. So level par to start his round, and he's got it back to 1 under. Carlos Ortiz is on a bit of a tear on Super Saturday. This is for his birdie at 3 and a tie of the individual lead. Yes.
Charles Howell from the right rough at number 5.
7-iron for Charles. It's sitting down to this elevated green. Wind's hurting. Location similar to yesterday in that front portion of the screen.
Down. Sit. Down.
Yeah. Beautiful shot from the rough. Surely Anirban Lahiri can't make another one of this length.
Boy.
On the other hand, back at 5, Patrick Reed has this chance to tie the lead.
Uphill right to left.
Patrick Reed gets it back to 3 under par and a tie for the lead.
Now Cam Smith, if you want to get good at your wedges, watch this guy's action. Keeps the club face fairly quiet. Uses the body to rotate it.
Stay there. Good shot.
Anaban Lahiri has got himself in contention for the individual title after carding a 3 over par 74 yesterday. That's because he's now 2 under par. It's also got the Crushers into second place in a tie, a stroke behind Stinger GC.
I expect this to spin when it hits the green. It needs to land it probably 15 feet past.
Yeah, judged it beautifully.
Go with it, Dave.
Grace to tie the lead. Oh, yes. Brandon Grace to 3 under par. Stinger have a 2-stroke lead now in the team competition. But here's Cam Smith. Now, as you all know, the Ryder Cup is just around the corner, and there is absolutely a case to be made for LIV Golf's best to be included on the US side. Now, will Captain Zach use a pick on one of our players? Jerry has some thoughts.
Zach Johnson is a wonderful human being who lives his life always trying to do the right thing, and the right thing here is a little murky as his tasked with fielding the best team he can possibly field.
You know, the bottom line is it's the best event in golf.
Yeah.
And it deserves the 2 best teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been going on since 1927. It's the biggest event in our game, and we all love it. And it is country v country. It's never been tour versus tour.
Lovely putt from Charles Howell.
Bubba trying to get into the conversation. He's already in the conversation. Trying to get closer to the ever-changing lead.
Bubba is 1 back.
Sergio over at 15. Oh, he did.
Bedminster, his second at 10, also a little chewy looking, David.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, next to the 10th green, and Bubba Watson has had quite a week so far. He's 3 under par, 1 back of Cam Smith, but could get it level right here. Oh, it's delightful from Bubba Watson, and he is joint top of the pylon with Cam Smith.
And this is Pooch. For eagle at 18.
Wow, what a second shot he hit in there. Over at 11, Bubba Watson. Ball all the way back in his stance. And drive that in there with some spin. Beautiful shot.
What's that mean?
He's a couple under today, 4 under. Shot back at the moment. Now tied. And that's what Phil has left at the par 5-8 up the hill.
Flighting this ball is not going to be easy, but it's crucial. Can't get up near. There he is, that beautiful looking flight there. Keeping it under the wind. What a shot. Oh.
He is worth the price of a ticket.
Phil is in the mix. Bubba's in the mix. Cam Smith is there as well. We have 9 holes to play on a fascinating Super Saturday at LIV Golf Bedminster.
This was Reed, his second at 10.
Lies better than Cam's.
Great shot from a matted lie.
Brilliant.
That's Lahiri's birdie.
Oh, another one.
Well, this is just bonkers from Anaban Lahiri. Well, Cam Smith, as Suan has mentioned, one of the great bunker players in world golf. How about these 3 saves in 3 holes? That was his 3rd shot at the 9th. That was a par for Cam, who is our leader. Then his 3rd shot. So another par there. And once again, at the par 4 11th. To rescue another par, to maintain his 1-stroke lead at 5 under par.
I was walking up with him and he said, I just need to make more putts. I'm not making enough putts.
Well, just hit it closer.
Yeah.
He'll make that one.
That would help.
That's tap-in distance for Patrick Reed to get it to one back of Nicholson. Smith.
Now Cam with an opportunity to reclaim the solo lead. Well, it's a tussle between titans here in Bedminster. Whilst Cam was playing, well, Phil was putting, and you may have heard a distant roar. That's because of this. Phil Mickelson strikes in yet another birdie. He's 5 under par today. He is enjoying himself out there, and he's tied for the lead with Cam Smith. Well, the Ripper team, momentarily it seems, had slid down the pylon, but they are back to 8 under par. That was Matt Jones, who had an excellent start to his round. That was his third at 8, so a birdie there for Matt Jones. And Mark Leishman for birdie at 11. Now you've noticed that Stinger have gone a stroke clear of the high flyers. Dean Burmester for birdie. That was at 17. Taylor Gooch for birdie at 11, and every stroke counts for Taylor with a 15-point lead at the top of the LIV Golf League, and that is magnificent. That gets him back to level par.
Anirban Lahiri stays hot. This to get it to 7 under par for the day. His 8th birdie of the day on a difficult course under trying conditions, just lapping the field on the day.
Well, they've moved the tees forward today on the 16th. Playing 171. Winds coming from their 2 o'clock. 7-iron for Cam.
Another fabulous swing.
Now then, Dean Burmester on the LIV line for birdie at 18.
That has to go. Oh, yeah. Yes, of course it did.
Now uphill for Cam. What a great iron shot he's hit here on the 16th.
Oh, he's just relentless.
Technically a birdie putt here for Bernd Wiesberger at 18. Turning about 15 feet right.
What a good effort.
Technically a birdie.
Take him when you get him. Well, on the 14th green, Taylor Gooch has a relatively lengthy one. Okay. Par the hard way.
Thank you. Till next.
That's 7-iron. Same club as the last hole. He'll take what he hit on the last. That was a really solid one. He's driving it beautifully. Oh, this looks pretty good, guys.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Now then, Phil for a 66.
Come back.
And now a third shot at 18 for Cam Smith. He can really tighten his grip here with an opportunity to put 4 strokes between himself and the field going into Championship Sunday. A 67 for Cam Smith. He has taken complete control here at Trump National in Bedminster. 9 under par going into Championship Sunday. That will be a 4-stroke lead. And Ripper GC tie first place with the Stingers, for the time being at least, in the team competition, seeking a first ever victory.